Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we will be transforming a blank wall into a statement piece and easy DIY styling tips. Let's get going. This wall is what I'm going to be working with. It's a pretty good size wall. The video, of course, is not going to depict the actual scale of the wall. Needed a bold yet thoughtful design element that can bring the space to life. Leaving the base blank would have made the room feel incomplete and disconnected because you know I like negative space, but this wouldn't work here. So to solve this problem, I'm transforming and styling 4 existing pieces that I already have, which are perfectly proportioned to complete the wall scale and create that cohesive flow throughout the entire room. The frames, as you see here, have a very sleek modern finish and a subtle gold banding that is tying the accents, which is the gold, across the room, because you know I'm using the gold mirror. The sketch art that is within the frame serves as the perfect canvas for me for this transformation. What it's going to do is allow me to infuse my personal touch using paint to enhance the overall impact of the space. The goal here is to turn this previously unnoticed area into a stunning statement piece that will elevate, of course, the whole overall design. So in this video, I'll show you how to use paint, reimagine the art, and style it to create a polished and sophisticated look. These pillows, which I've linked down below in my Etsy shop, as always in the description box, designed by Chanel's, are the perfect inspiration for the color palette I'm going to use in the art project and in this space. The shades of blue, the creams, and the beiges, they really capture the overall essence of what I want and how I want the room to feel, which is very timeless, classic and classy, calm, and yet sophisticated, with a subtle hint of boldness with the black. The varying shades of blues are bold, yet they are soothing, as I spoke of before with the boldness, and they pull in that depth that can really anchor the space, which each space always needs. The creams and the beiges and the pillows add warmth and they create that harmony. I'm going to start selecting my paints, and I'll start by going through my box of colors, focusing on the blues first. There's just something about the right blue that feels like it sets a tone for a whole project. I'll be mixing different shades to get that depth and that richness that I'm looking for with each one of the blues that I'll need to complement the other colors and create that smooth transition throughout the whole art piece. Once I've got my blues, I'll move on to my beiges, and they'll also add that richness and that bit of contrast also with warmth against the coolness of the blues. And the beige tones will also give that piece that will balance it, and it'll create that flow that I also need. And then I'll go in with my lighter color, which is the creams, and I'll also add a subtle hint of gold to the mix. But I plan to definitely use that very, very sparingly in the art, which will give it that touch of elegance. And you know, Chanel, she likes her elegant, and she also likes it very soft, calming, and very cool, and everything together just to complement the overall look that I'm going for in the room. So once I've selected my paints, I'll get my trusty paint brushes. As you can see, they are very well loved artist brushes, and I'll use the different sizes because of the intricacy of the existing art and going in between the lines. Blending and holding my paints, I'll use this paint pan, and it's perfect for keeping all of my colors organized in this area while I work. The surface of the pan is excellent. It's smooth, and it's also easy for cleanup. I've already used it before, but the existing black is dry, so that doesn't bother it. Also help me with the toning if any of it happens to moist and blend in. So I'll go in and add each one of the colors. Then I'll go in with a little water as well. During this process, you'll see coming up, mixing and matching all of the colors and also blending them so that they blend seamlessly for that overall cohesive look, again, that I'm going for the entire room. And this tool to me was a little game changer when it came to getting the right mix and consistency, because it allowed me to bring the vision to life exactly as I have it in my mind, having this all laid out in the pan. So next I'll go ahead and prepare my area, which I'm in the kitchen, as you can see, because it's a big space and I could sit in these stools and do my project. I'll go in and I tried, as you could see here, with my fingernail, which is why I just don't wear a polish as often as I probably should, but it's pretty, but it gets, not so cute looking after time of me doing DIY projects such as this. So I decided I would use a small steak knife and go ahead and remove the paper backing, which is very light and easy to remove from the existing artwork. And once I have done that, then I can go ahead and lift away the existing art from the frame. And get started and prop up the art and get started for the whole entire project of transforming what is already at hand. And now on to the painting process. As you can see, the existing paper photo art is adhered to the backing, which works out perfectly. If I ever want to switch things up, it's easy enough to create something new on another piece of paper and simply place it in front of the existing one. The art itself is somewhat of a sketch-like piece, actually a print, but it gives off that hand sketch look. I love that it's a print because it gives me that flexibility to add my own touches, which is what I plan to do here in this art. I start to apply the paint. I'll take it slow. My goal is to blend the colors just the way I envision them, but I'm going to be very careful not to go outside of the existing lines. The black lines in the art are bold, and I love the grounding effect that they actually have already, because it prevents the art from feeling like it's floating in space, and it anchors everything in the room. The lines are essential and they're defining points for the art, and without them, especially with the white background, it might look unfinished or too loose. Just as in life, sometimes we need boundaries to help guide us, even though it's our own nature to want to go outside of the lines to grow. It's just a little whisper of wisdom that applies to both art and life. So I've really been taking my time with the paint application, especially because this is the beginning and it's a crucial start to start off right. And if I were to go in too deep right away, it would be a challenge to correct it. But if I start light, I can always deepen the color later. So I'll begin with the blues and dilute them slightly with a bit of water, and this allows me to layer the color gradually, slowly, as I continue to work throughout the piece. So as I work the blues, I'll add some cream, and I'll also add a hint of beige to create that shadow effect that won't be too stark or look too one-dimensional, very flat, because I want the colors to flow and I want them to blend together so it doesn't come across as just a paint in the lines type of art, if that makes sense. I'm not a professional artist by any means, but I definitely know what I want to achieve with this artwork, and hey, I think it's enough. I've learned to trust my instincts and not to second guess myself. It might not be the most technically perfect piece, but overall, I feel good about what I've done in this piece and how it has turned out. So in the end, I'm going to show the finished product, and I have to say I really like it. I like it a lot. So if you want to do a project like this, it is very easy. If you find an existing piece of art, know that it does not have to look the way it does when you buy it. You can always go in, reimagine it, recreate it to fit your custom look for your space. So think about that the next time you're out pre-love shopping, or rather, if you want to call it thrifting, antiquing, whatever you want to call it, you can think about maybe doing a project such as this. And also let me know down in the description box if you would do something like this, because it's very, very easy, and it's also very satisfying and very calming to sit and do something like this, and then to see the piece actually come to life as you may be seeing it in your head, as I was when I saw these pieces and thought eventually I wanted to do something with them. So, as always, I thank you and I appreciate you so very kindly for joining me here on the channel and for your love and support. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video and definitely leave me a comment. And I'll see you all for the next one. Stay inspired, motivated, and moving, creating something beautiful. If not for yourself, then for someone else. Here is the ending look and what I have achieved with the colors in the pillows to the art. Bye for now.